bone, female patients, sclerotic bone, I may over-ream one. So all these possibilities are possible, depends on the sharpness of the reamers, coverage and the bone quality. So as you start sort of knowing this, then you find you can easily get press fit. However, usage of screws is compulsory when you're dealing with a complex primary. Now, dysplasia, you must use screws. Protrusio must, all revisions, the rule must have screws. Post-acetabular fractures must have soft bone like today we use. Otherwise, we try and avoid screws. Now, I'll show you this Boyle's test. Today, I'm not able to show you the Boyle's test because it's a very soft bone. But usually, we are able to do this Boyle's test. So, you shake the implant. So not only the patient must move, but the Boyle's apparatus also should move. That's why we call it the Boyle's test. That is the confidence you must have of putting a non-symmetric cup. Once you develop that confidence, then monoblock cups, delta motion for example. Delta motion for example becomes very easy. Once you start developing these steps, we have put so many delta motion now, not one has come out. You start developing that confidence of putting monoblock cups. And even for your non-monoblock cups, that's what gives you the primary stability and long-term success. So, we know that unsymmetric sockets work very well. Now, how do you get it external aligned? So, we can use mechanical jigs, computer navigation, intrapelvic landmarks. The amount we talked about intrapelvic landmarks. Now, we tried all these mechanical jigs. Now, the important point here is, like today, the pelvis is not positioned correctly. It kept on falling anteriorly. Now, if I had gone by this thing, I would have ended up today at least 20 degrees retroversion of the cup. So, the patient is falling. So, if I say, okay, I'm doing 20 degrees of anteversion, I'm not really 20 degrees of anteversion. 20 degrees of retroversion. So, using the jig is always in reference to the table, the wall, or the floor. That's what you don't want. You want to the patient. So, these jigs, all the companies give you these jigs. Don't use them or don't be too dependent on them. They are again a recipe for disaster. Now, when you use these three, potential errors are possible. Now, when you have, like Cawnpore, they have this loss of lumbar lordosis or lumbar kyphos they have. The other group is that a young patient can have a large FFD, can have FFD of 70 degrees or 80 degrees, and they have this huge lumbar lordosis. And then you find that your acetabulum is turning one way or the other. Very common in our type of patients. And we usually give 20 degrees of anteversion, will go wrong in the Cawnpore patient, and also the young patient with the FFD will go wrong. Only in a patient with normal version, they're able to position correctly, we get it right. So if you use this jigs, these are the problems. Then there's an optical aberration that we all should be aware of. Now if you see your slide, the position to your left, that looks less open than the one to the right. But you find that both the introducers are the same angle of inclination. Or in other words, the more antevert you are, the more open the cup will look. This is an optical aberration that we're all born with. And you must learn to appreciate. You understand the point I'm trying to make? So both is 45 degrees of inclination. The right side is 30 degrees of version, anteversion, and the left side is 0 degrees of version. But the right side looks more open, although both are the same mathematically. So your eye, more you antevert, more look open. That's an optical aberration. So you must be less dependent on these jigs. Like today, the bony pelvis is a moving target. Many times, when the assistant is pulling with the hormones, the acetabulum is moving. So the perityle is also moving. And that's why the intrapelvic landmark is so nice. Whereas all these jigs will leave you down the wrong direction. Yeah. And there are a lot of various things that we have tried everything and we found everything not to be useful at all. Yeah. So what about computer navigation? The present form, the computer navigation is not useful. So we have tried all forms of computer navigation and we are in the process of developing a computer navigation for Striker. We hope that that will be a breakthrough. But the current generation of computer navigation has got a lot of papers saying, unlike the knee, the hip, it has got no added advantage. So we don't use the present generation anymore. It gives you no advantage, whereas the knee, of course, it got a lot of advantage. There's a complete difference to the computer navigation. So what are we left with? We are left only with intrapelvic landmarks. Now Beverland was the first one to describe that. He described this in 2006, so not very long ago. And you can see the tal in that picture. I left this cup, the delta motion cup, just inside the tal. So it's right with respect to the version as well as the inclination. I respected the native version and the native inclination of this patient, just like we did in this surgery today. And then you find that everything falls into place. So the patient moves, the tal also moves, the cup also should move along with it. That's the concept. The only issue with this is, it's okay for most patients, but some people have pathological anatomy. For example, if you have femoral impingement or you have dysplastic, they have some pathoanatomy of the femur. So you have to ask yourself, am I reproducing the pathoanatomy here? Then in those cases, you've got to be a little more careful. So here is a patient with crossover sign. You can see the crossover sign. So always the wall of the acetabulum, that is outer side, lateralmost, always the posterior wall. The posterior wall must always remain free of the anterior wall. But the posterior wall crosses the anterior wall, it's not a crossover sign. And whenever you have a crossover sign, it denotes pathological retroversion of the acetabulum. This acetabulum is pathologically. Now if you follow the TAL in this patient, you may put the acetabulum retroverted. That's the problem. So in all these things, you have to be careful. Most patients TAL is an excellent index, but not in all patients. You must be careful about pathanatomy of the acetabulum. Now, Beverland published about the anteversion, but as I was telling you today, this paper is on the process of publication. We believe that the TAL is a very good indication for inclination of the cup, just like I showed you, and all the cups that we leave like this. So when you can't see the TAL, you can palpate the TAL that I showed you today. So you can always palpate the TAL and we mark the TAL and we leave all our cups based on the TAL. And we have what's on the TAL index. So based on where we leave it, we measure the lower border of the cup with the inner margin of the TAL and put as +1 or +2 or +3 or minus as it comes. Then we correlate this to the post-op X-rays. So now we are able to predict what will be the inclination of the cup based on what my TAL index was. Okay? So today my TAL index was 0 today in that case. So if you measure an X-ray, it will be 43 degrees. That's my prediction today. So even before I see the post-op X-ray, I know what is the inclination of the cup. It's a very important tool. And as you start doing this and you start correlating yourself, you will find that your compound positioning is increasing tremendously well. So don't wait for 6 days to do the post-op X-ray. Do it that day or the next day. So immediately say TAL index yesterday was +1, this might be so correlation. Very soon you'll find 10th case you're able to correlate. Before taking the X-ray, you know exactly what the inclination is going to be. However, there are complicating issues. There's an angle separated by the cup also will interfere. So not all cups will have that. Today we use the pinnacle, so I know what is for the pinnacle. For different cups, we'll have different index. And you can see all my cups are all delta motion from my series. All these cups, you can see both the head and the, they're all standing radiographs. You find that the head and the cup are parallel. They're standing. This is the best sort of biomechanics you can have, both in the plane, both there for the anteversion and the inclination. If you have this parallelism in the post-op X-ray that denotes the best bearing circumstances as in relation to wear. So this is what we are aiming for all. So for a good night's sleep, you can put your component right, and a couple of scotches will also help you have a good night's sleep. Okay, thank you.
Any questions?